Like, what? Hey YouTube, I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I remember y'all telling me that y'all wanted me to do a story time on my first high school fight. So I'm gonna tell y'all about eating my 3 apples. Okay? So it was plenty of times when like I got into altercations at school, even though I'm not even that type of person to, like, you know, be wrong with that drama stuff. It's just that people just find a thing not to like in me. Like, I'm really a cool person, but I guess, I mean, some people just be envying you. But so it was in 10th grade. I had just transferred to a new school, and at that point I didn't really know anybody for real. I was real low-key. I was real chill, like stay out the way. I ain't really talk to nobody for real because I ain't know them. So like around April, this is when the whole shebang happened. So in April, it's my best friend's birthday, April 9th. Save the date so y'all can tell her, and follow our shared Instagram, our Finsta, and our YouTube channel that's based off our Finsta. It's called The Petty Bestie Show, so make sure y'all go do that. Anyway, so it was her birthday coming up, and she was having a party. It was her 16th birthday. She was having a party, and at my school, the girl, we're gonna call her Brianna. The girl Brianna, we was cool at the time, so she went to the Boys and Girls Club where me and my best friend went. So she heard about the party through the Boys and Girls Club and stuff, and my best friend don't really talk to her like that. She never did. So she started like going around telling everybody at my school and like inviting other people outside of the school, like, oh yeah, come with me to my sis' birthday party this weekend, stuff like that. So I heard it. So I had told my best friend, I'm like, oh, you invited her? And she was like, no, I didn't even tell her about it, because our coach who was throwing it was like, it's a limit because we're not supposed to have that many kids after in that certain amount of time, during that certain amount of time. It's supposed to be low-key, like the club didn't know that they was throwing that party because it was free. So the girl going around telling everybody stuff like that. So me, I'm just trying to look out for her. So I went up to her and I'm like, if you want to go to the party, ask my best friend if you could go. Like, ask her to put your name on the list. Like, because I don't want you to get there and then she be like, oh yeah, you can't come in, because she was most definitely pulling people out at a party because their name wasn't on the list. They wasn't invited. They just showed up. So she got upset because I told her that. And she just started throwing shade from them, but I wasn't even paying attention to her because, I mean, whatever is not directed is not respected. So a week later, that weekend, it was the party or whatever like that. We was turned, whatever like that. So then we get back to school and we sat at the table, and she was like throwing fake, like, slick shots or whatever. Like, oh yeah, y'all was cute at the party or whatever. Y'all was lit or whatever. Like, just like doing petty stuff like that. But I wasn't paying no attention. I'm like, yeah, we was lit, all that. So then it was a spring dance coming up too. So like, this was a lit little April spring little drink. So the drink came up and we went, and we was in class. Me and my friend was in class, and we talking and stuff. And they was like, she went up to the girl Brianna and was like, oh, you should have seen Kaja at the dance. She was showing all that. She was lit. And she was like that. So we like, okay. But I'm just still laughing. We still having fun stuff. So later on that week, I believe it was a Thursday, we sit in our teacher class. Our teacher wasn't here, but we was all in that same class. Me and my friend, the one that was like, oh, okay, just she lit, stuff like that. We gonna call her Lily. So Lily was like, me and Lily sitting at the table because our teacher wasn't here. We had no work. So we sitting right there talking. She telling me a story about the dude she talked to, whatever. So Brianna was ear hustling too hard because she thought we was sneak dissing somebody and was like, oh, who y'all sneak dissing over there? So me and Lily look over there and was like, girl, what? Like, ain't nobody talking about you or nobody else. We over here minding our business. Like, go ahead. So she was like, oh, Ari and stuff like that. So we just ignored it, whatever. So then on Instagram, the day before on that Wednesday, you know how on Instagram, when on Insta Snap, a snap lasts for 24 hours. So I had posted something that Wednesday that I thought was funny, and it was like something like girls be keeping their blinds open. They don't even have no blinds in their house because they so nosy or something like that. But it was before that even happened. So next thing you know, she went on her Instagram, on her Insta Snap, started sneak dissing me. So I'm like, is she talking about me? So then that's when I posted something else. As soon as I posted it, she was the first one to watch it and then make a snap about me. So I'm like, oh, she must be talking about me. So I kept doing stuff like singing songs that like, be like, you know, little sassy stuff, whatever. And like every time I post something, she'll post something. And she was like posting stuff like, she want to keep sneak dissing on the gram. We could get it popping. She said something like that, you know, something between them lines. So I DM'd her. I'm like, oh, you got an issue or something like that? She never responded to my stuff but kept posting on Instagram. So I'm like, okay, it's just all a show for Instagram. So then the next day at school, because she was on her Instagram, she was like, oh yeah, we're going to see what she about tomorrow and stuff like that. So when you say stuff like that to me, I take that like as you want to fight. So I came to school with 2 cornrows in my hair and a back bun, and I had my real hair out. I didn't have my nails on. I came to school looking a little rough, and you know me, I don't like looking rough. I'm a girly girl. Like, I'm not about to look like a little boy, but I was looking like a little boy that day. So she was like, on her Instagram, she was like, it's on site, stuff like that. So after first period, I'm walking in the hallway. I see her surrounded by all these people. And I walked like literally right past her and nothing happened. Like, she just looked at me, stopped talking, and was just looking at me. So I'm like, I walked past her, I'm looking at her. I look off. I was like, oh, okay, like I said, all the show for Instagram. So then at lunch, we sitting at the table, they're like, oh yeah, we about to mediate this, because we all hang around the same people. So we was at the table, I'm like, nobody was sneak dissing you on Instagram. That first post wasn't even about you because I posted it way before Thursday, so nobody was even worried about you, stuff like that. And she like, you was sneak dissing, you been sneak dissing ever since the party and all this stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't care to try to figure out what you're talking about, but you gonna keep my name out your mouth, I'm gonna keep my name out yours. You know what I'm trying to say. You keep my name out your mouth, I'm gonna keep your name out mine, and it's gonna be that. It ain't gonna be no issue. And she was like, all right. So then the next week come around, and I'm minding my business. I'm chilling, and people was coming up to me that whole week talking about something. You know, Brianna said she was gonna drag you. She was gonna do this. She was gonna do that. I'm like, for real? Oh. So that's when I had a boyfriend at the time. Well, I was with this guy at the time, let's say that. We're going to call him Ray. So me and Ray was together. That's the only person I really hung out with because, I mean, he was my boyfriend. I didn't know nobody else for real. So we walking after school one day. I think we was going to get something to eat. And he was like, oh, you know, Brianna came up to me in class and was like, she was going to beat the mess out of my girlfriend. I better get my girlfriend before she beat me up and stuff like that. So I'm like, it was a Thursday when that happened. I'm like, I'm tired of people keep coming up to me telling me something about what this girl done said. So I'm going to go up to her tomorrow. Mind you, the week before when I came to school ready, I had my real hair out. I ain't had no nails done. This Friday, I got bundles in my hair, got my nails done. I'm looking like a girly girl. So then, I go up to her. It's a rainy day, y'all. I go to her. It was lunchtime. So it was another little mediation thing. So we had lunch, whatever like that. We sitting right next to each other this time. So, I'm like, I'm just confused on why my name's still in your mouth after we just said last week that it ain't gonna be no this, that. And she was like, oh, because you want to sneak diss me, stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, nobody was even talking about you. And then the people we all hung around was like, KJ don't even be thinking about you. KJ ain't say nothing about you, stuff like that. And she was like, no, yes she did, yes she did. She was talking about me on Instagram and Snapchat and stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, you're delusional. And she was like, I said, but if you going around telling everybody that you gonna do this to me, you gonna do that to me, why you ain't come to me and say you wanted to fight? And she was like, because since you want to sneak this on Instagram, I was just gonna sneak you. So I'm like, what? So I'm like, yeah, okay. And she was like, man, I'm not about to do all this talking. Either we gonna fight or we gonna fight. I'm like, oh, we can do whatever. And she was like, good, because my mother on her way up here anyway. So when she said that, I'm like, oh, we call them mothers. So I lived down the street. So I called my mother. My mother was like, I'm on my way. So lunch, it was like 3 minutes till lunch was over. And I started putting my hair in a ponytail. So then that's when she had braids. So she was trying to do the same thing, ended up popping her rubber band. So she went and found a hoodie, put it on her head, tied it or whatever. And I just had a bonnet and a scarf. I wasn't doing all that. So we went in the bathroom or whatever. And she was like, you ready? And I was like, yeah. So we just started fighting. She came up to me and she hit me in my face. And then that's when I just rushed her in the corner. And she had my hair in her hand. But, so she had my head down. But I used this hand, and she had her head down too, which didn't make sense. Like, if you could have my head down, you're supposed to be cruding me, but you had your head down too. So, but I had lift her head up, and I would just like punch her in the face with this arm or whatever like that. And then that's when I was like kicking her and stuff, and that's when they broke us up. And my head was just on top of my head. I ain't had no scratches or nothing, but her face was red, and it was she was crying afterwards. And they was like, KJ, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I got my stuff off, I'm good. So that's when they was like, you good to Brianna? And she just stormed out the bathroom and went in her class and then walked back out. So I went back in class. I'm still like, my adrenaline pumping. So that's when I get called down to the office, and her mother and my mother in the office at the same time signing us out. But the school never like knew that we fought until last year when she tried to fight me again. For what? Nobody knows. When my friend bumped her and she wanted to fight me. But we're not gonna get into that story. That's a part 2. I might drop it. It depends on if y'all messing with this one. So should I do a part 2 or what? Let me know. So yes, it was recorded, but at the end of the fight, all the people that was in the bathroom, it was only like 3 other people in the bathroom with us. They had the video. She told them not to send it out to nobody because she felt like she got beat up. So that's why nobody ever got the fight. Only seen the fight one time on video, and I never got it. Like, I never had it on my phone, nothing like that. So nobody talks about it anymore. So that's why there's no video. So anyway, that was my first high school fight. And if you like this story time, drop a like on this video. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Now I'm playing with the french fry. And stay tuned. Let me know what y'all want to see, what y'all want to hear, all that. Peace.